Welcome back to the realm of compassion. We have these three power centers within our being: the realm of resilience, the realm of compassion, and the realm of service. Where do you find yourself now? Let's go within. As we've done before, closing the eyes or lowering the gaze for just a few deep, conscious belly breaths. I invite you to bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Inhaling sweetly. Exhaling, letting go of what no longer serves. Inhaling sweetly. Being here. Inhaling sweetly. Now what? Beautiful. The realm of compassion is one where we really cultivate a deeper knowing of our own core as we're on this journey toward tenderness, journey toward wholeness, this march gladness, this march of gladness. We are shifting the drift away from madness and into gladness. Where do you feel gladness in your body? Close your eyes right now. Where? Is your gladness elusive today? Is it playing hide and seek? Is it coy? Is it shy? Is it secret? It's all okay. We don't have a problem here. Close your eyes. Where is your gladness? For me today, it's echoing up in my mental mansion, my magical masterpiece of creative architecture of all these thoughts, dreams, aspirations, desires, ideas of how the world could be, should be, would be, if only I were in charge. I'm laughing at myself. I hope you get that. The realm of compassion is really about dropping from this into the heart and into the gut, but not abandoning this. We need these three power centers: head over heart over hara, dantian, naao, gut, intuition, belly. There's a lot of words for this power center. So we're just playing with these three energies. We started our time today, hand on the heart, hand on the belly, to ground. This is a bottom up. Transformation can indeed be a passive experience. It's a new concept my acupuncturist introduced to me last week. I'm still playing with that, so I'm not going to speak about it right now. Today, I am going to speak about the distinction of clarity. This is where we start out in the realm of core compassion, is with clarity. When you think of clarity, where do you think of it? I think of clarity of mind, clear thinking, clear seeing, clear knowing. And I'm going to share with you my personal experience of clarity has been vastly enriched by healing those addictive behavioral patterns which erode my ability for my tender soul to open up and be present in the present moment. Addiction robs my soul, and I'm going to say addiction robs your soul of the ability to be present in this moment. We collectively live in an addictive culture. We are constantly being distracted, pulled from the present moment when we are tuned into the media, to the messaging, to the consumeristic belief that we need more, that we should be more, that we are not enough. I call this in an umbrella statement, lack energy. Lack energy is what fuels my addiction. It tells me I'm not enough, that there's not enough God, that there's not enough spirit, that there's not enough connection, there's not enough worthiness, there's not enough belonging, there's not enough. But when I seal those energy leaks through the three golden ground rules of clarity, the first being come home to myself by healing the addictive behaviors. So I invite you right now, If you were to come home to yourself by healing addictive behaviors, what becomes available to you? What energy sources show up? What untapped reserves reside within you? For me, addiction, biggest current that ran through me was through alcoholism. You take away the alcohol, you're left with the ick. I'm an alcoholic. I'm in recovery. I don't want to be in the ick. So I have a whole lot I can say about that. The point of today's quick 11-minute video to introduce the idea, the distinction of an extraordinary life around clarity is get curious. Where are the energy leaks in your life? Where are the things that rob you of the present moment? Where are the places where you have avoidance of the direct experience of the now? These are the ways of looking at addiction. There's the classic ways of looking at it of continued use despite negative consequences. Dang, I keep doing that and I keep getting the message from the universe I shouldn't do that. Might be an addiction. Addiction can show up as a substance, alcohol, drugs, food. It can show up as a process, shopping, gambling, internet pornography, pornography in general, sex addiction. There are so many different ways that addiction can show up. Right now, I'm just asking you to think about what takes you out of the moment. And is it serving you? Is it a recharge button? Then it's not an addiction. Is it causing harm to self or others? Think about it. Get curious about it. Dear one, I am not passing judgment. I'm asking you to look at it with tenderness and curiosity. If you want clear thinking, as I define it, clarity is related to transparency and purity. Are you willing to be transparent? Are you willing to see purity in all things? If so, you need a clear mind to be able to get underneath the layers and the levels of toxicity, discursive thinking, static. Addiction runs rampant in our culture, in the dominant culture, and we numb ourselves from the reality of that by staying caught in the vicious cycles of addiction. This is a very deep process, a very deep philosophical exploration, but it shows up in my life whenever I think I'm not okay in the moment and something else has to rescue me. So that's the second golden ground rule of clarity, is letting go of the idea that you need other people to find yourself. Recognize that you have this whole inner landscape worthy of exploration, this clarity that you can come back to within without comparing yourself to others. How do I look? How do I sound? What possessions do I have around me? Rather, go within into this realm of compassion and know with certainty that you cannot evolve alone, that we do need each other, but we don't need the others to recognize our own tender heart. Whew! I think that was a little bit too much. So I'm going to go delete, go back. Let's keep it simple. What are the basics around clarity? Because I just said a bit of a paradoxical thing because it's the both and. We don't need anyone out there to reside in here, and yet we need each other to evolve. It's like the instruction I gave earlier. Look in the mirror tenderly. Love yourself up deeply and completely. Love and accept yourself right here, right now, and be willing to uplevel your life completely. We live in a very paradoxical world. We can let go of the all or nothing thinking and reside somewhere in the middle. So let's keep it simple. Make your bed. When you wake up in the morning, make your bed. That helps me gain clarity of mind because I'm saying, okay, this chapter of the day is done. The rest, the restoration, the dreamscape, the nightmares, the processing, the filing of my brain, it's all done. I make the bed. I get a clean slate. Next, I meditate. We'll be doing that together on Sunday. You can go back and watch yesterday's video, 2 days ago video. Meditate. Meditate daily, even for a few moments. Connect in with your tender heart. And finally, memorize a mantra. If you've never done this, It's a powerful practice to give your mind something to latch onto. I do this example because it's like an elephant waving its trunk wildly through the stalls of an open air market. And it's knocking things over and it's creating havoc and it's destroying things. But when the owner of the elephant, the rider of the elephant, gives it a baton, something for its trunk to hold on to, it stabilizes, it stays steady, it knows which direction to go. Give your mind a mantra, just for today. Here's one to consider. The better you look, the more you will see. It's another paradoxical thing. It's not so much about how do I look, it's about looking with fresh eyes, soften the four corners of the eyes and look at the world anew. Where are my energy leaks? Where am I willing to let go of addictive behaviors that are getting in the way of truly connecting with my true nature? It's juicy. There's a lot here, but you've got this. Dwell in the realm of compassion with greater clarity. Invite in transparency and purity into those dark neighborhoods of the mind. You are not alone. You've got this. Reach out, source some help. Together we can. You matter, your relationships matter. Hand on the heart, hand on the head this time. Deeply inhale and exhale sweetly. Go get 'em.